A reading from the book of Genesis, chapter 32, verses 23 through 33. That night, however, Jacob arose, took his 2 wives with the 2 maidservants and his 11 children, and crossed the ford of the Jabbok. After he got them and brought them across the wadi and brought over what belonged to him, Jacob was left there alone. Then a man wrestled with him until the break of dawn. When the man saw that he could not prevail over him, he struck Jacob's hip at its socket, so that Jacob's socket was dislocated as he wrestled with him. The man then said, "Let me go, for it is daybreak." But Jacob said, "I will not let you go until you bless me." "What is your name?" the man asked. He answered, "Jacob." Then the man said, "You shall no longer be named Jacob, but Israel, because you have contended with divine and human beings and have prevailed." Jacob then asked him, "Please tell me your name." He answered, "Why do you ask for my name?" With that he blessed him. Jacob named the place Peniel, because I have seen God face to face, he said, yet my life has been spared. At sunrise, as he left Peniel, Jacob limped along because of his hip. That is why, to this day, the Israelites do not eat the sciatic muscle that is on the hip socket, because he had struck Jacob's hip socket at the sciatic muscle. Throughout his life, Jacob used cunning, deceit, and trickery to get what he wanted. He deprived his twin brother Esau of his birthright as the eldest son for a bowl of food, and tricked his blind father Isaac into giving him the blessing meant for Esau. Even the name Jacob recalls the Hebrew term heel, given that he hung on to his brother's heel during their birth, as well as the verbs to deceive and to supplant. God saw this negative reality, and yet he also saw a man who wrestles with God, a man that could change, a man that could persevere, a man named Israel. God sees the same in us. No matter who, what, or where we are in life, we will always wrestle with God in many different ways and forms. It may be uncomfortable. It may hurt. It may reveal things about ourselves that we don't want to acknowledge, but we cannot grow if we do not contend. Remember, God would not give you something that you couldn't handle. You only have to face it. I know that today's video is a bit different than what I usually make, but I would still like to thank you for your time today, and I hope that you have a blessed Holy Week. See you guys next time.